We're in Dubuque, Iowa's historic farmers market. I'm your host, Chrissy Hogue.
And I'm Brittany Bethel.
And this is the Co-op Cookery Farmers Market Edition. Behind us, you can see it's a cornucopia. It's Fincel's Sweet Corn Day, and everybody and their mama is here to see the Fincel's corn. As you can see, he's got like tons of volunteers. I don't know if a lot of these people are being paid or not, but they're happy to do it.
I was just saying they were being paid in corn, probably.
Oh, paid in corn, right there.
They're smart.
They're like a bag for you and a bag for me, a bag for you and a bag for me, and two bags for me and one bag for you. What are we making today, Brittany?
Well, we're going to use Fincel's corn, and we're going to be making a fresh corn salad. So even though it's delicious on its own, on the grill, boiled, we're going to do something a little bit special, but still very easy. Since it's summer gathering season, people can make it ahead of time and bring it to a picnic or a cookout, and it's delicious. It just has some red onions, some basil, and some olive oil and lemon juice, and it's going to be great.
Yummy, sounds healthy too.
It is.
So here's what's special about this show. I am the consumer, so that's what I do here, host, and Brittany is the chef, so she knows everything about everything food related and gathers all of the food, and then we shop for it right here at Farmers Market and then cook it in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Right?
Easy as that.
Yeah. Delicious as that too, because then we eat it in the middle of the street.
We do. That's the best part.
And everybody comes drooling. Can I get some too? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Co-op Cookery Farmers Market Edition.
The Co-op Cookery is made possible by the Dubuque Food Co-op. Become a member. Buy local. DubuqueFoodCoop.com. Dupaco Community Credit Union. Steve's Ace Home and Garden. Unity Point Health Finley Hospital. And the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, Dubuque County.
Everybody's elbowing each other to be in here. They're like, hi there.
Hi.
We would like some corn, please.
How much would you like?
Half a dozen.
All right.
A dozen? Okay, we'll get a dozen, please.
All right.
It's like the more the merrier around here.
Yeah. 6 salads.
Okay.
All these bikes for all the healthy farmers market types.
So we are back at Bellman Farms, and we have Christy Bellman here with us today. Thanks, Christy, for talking to us again.
Thanks for coming back. I appreciate it.
And you don't just sell vegetables, you have a little bit more behind the door, right?
We do. We bring the whole farm with us. We have beef, we have pork, sometimes we have chicken with us, and we have about 100 dozen eggs we bring with us every Saturday from our farm.
Great.
You want to talk to us about the sustainably grown and how that incorporates with the growing your own meats and stuff.
Yeah, well, I just noticed on your display here that you mentioned the sustainably grown, and I think a lot of people are hearing that word more and more. So maybe talk about what that means to you, Christy, on your farm, and how you guys operate that way.
Sure, we are a small family farm. Right now we have about 75 dairy cows, and we raise the steers off of our dairy cows for our meat here. And they get grass every day. They're not always pasture raised. They do get some pasture time, but they do get corn, and they get a lot of alfalfa in their feed every day. And we raise less than 30 steers in a year. We're not some big, huge farm. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with our pork, just a few little pigs every year, and that's about it. And our chickens, we have 500 laying hens, and they get to roam around. They get access to the outdoors every day. They don't get to wander the whole farm pecking everywhere, but they are free to roam. They are free-range chickens, and they are nice, big brown eggs. They're bigger yolks and darker yolks than you ever get in a grocery store. Okay, these are our eggs. All different kind of colors, a little bit of speckle on them.
I love that they were like varying in sizes.
Yeah.
I must feel like that's how normal eggs should look.
Probably, yes.
Right. I'm a little nervous about grocery store eggs now. I've always been, but they're all like
Just a
painted
nice
white or
dark
something.
yolk.
Those
They
look
are.
delicious.
They are. Do you have different varieties of chickens on your farm, or is it all the same breed?
All the same breed.
Okay.
Yes.
This is one of our most important partners. It's the Dubuque Food Co-op, and basically almost ready to get off the ground. I'm actually going to take one of these because I want to put this in my yard and effectively give them more marketing so more people know about them so that they can become proud members too. So are you getting a lot of inquiries about the food co-op?
Actually are. We had a busy morning.
Already, yeah, I
Woman
can see
just
that.
bought a T-shirt for her husband. It's his birthday, and I thought that's a great idea.
What a fantastic birthday gift, yeah.
We've had people asking what is the co-op. We want people asking how to join. So yes,
Yeah.
they're busy.
Excellent. And member applications are available right here.
Absolutely.
Good old-fashioned way. Are you a member? Hi. Look at all these members. She's a member too.
Hi, we wanted to get some onions today for a recipe that we're making.
Okay. One particular bunch?
We will go with this bunch, please. Thank you. And I just want... There you go. Thank you. And can you tell us a little bit about these berries?
They are homegrown in my sister-in-law's backyard.
Great. Do you know the name of them?
It's just a black raspberry.
Oh,
I'm sure
okay.
it's wild.
Oh, delicious.
Here, I thought they were mulberries. Then again, I'm always learning something.
Mulberries grow on a tree. These are bushes, definitely.
Right,
And you
okay.
have to wear long pants and long shirts because the bushes will actually prick you. know.
Are you in
Thorns.
Why are they
With
so
any bears?
protective?
I don't know. That's just the way they
They
grow.
were made for us to eat.
Just the way they grow. My kids pick them, so yeah, they're always...
Did you say, are you in competition with any?
With the bears? Yeah. Don't bears like berries? That's what I thought.
This is Lisa Klein. How long have you been at the farmer's market?
I'd say, let me think now. I have to think about my daughter's age. She is 18, so we've probably been doing this for 16, 17 years.
Wow. How fun is that?
Yeah, it is a lot of fun.
What made you get involved?
Actually, my husband started working for the school system and didn't have anything during the summer, so he started baking bread and we started growing vegetables. And at that time, we lived in Dubuque. 7 years ago, we moved out by Piasta and Centralia, so now we have an expanded garden. And with his mom has always gardened, so she always has a garden, so we always have some of her produce as well.
I love this. Need a job, create your own. Right?
Right. Filled our summers.
Yeah. Fills a need, a very high need.
What's your favorite product on your table? What's your favorite thing to eat?
I love it when the berries come in, and then the fresh green beans and all the fresh stuff from the garden. Now it doesn't taste like what you get out of the store. I don't think it just you got that fresh quality about it. And then the breads that we always have, and the cinnamon rolls, and just the oohs and the ahs over everything.
It is ooh and ah, because I'm smelling ooh and ah. And my nose is ooh and ah.
Are there any vegetables that you just want to hoard in your own kitchen? I feel like if I was growing for market, the beef certain products, I'd be like, I can't sell it. I can't sell it.
I mean, berries are starting to freeze a little bit, so we have some for this winter, fall. When they're not so prevalent. Yeah.
We should
Yeah,
do hay.
and then sometimes you get like, okay, I can't eat another bean.
Right.
Got to do something.
That's your
with
body
these
saying,
beans.
we're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Lisa, so much for letting us interview you for our episode today.
Thank you. I'm glad you can make it.
And look for us when we're coming back to do Dubuque Farmers Market Hoarders Edition.
Oh. Okay.
The most popular question we get here at Steve's Ace? Who is Steve?
I'm not Steve, I'm Luke, and I know paint.
I'm not Steve, I'm Ann, and I can help you find what you're looking for.
I'm not Steve, I'm Dave, but I do know power equipment.
I'm not Steve, but I'm Scooch and I know enough about plants to help you out.
I'm Judy.
And I'm Steve, and we're celebrating 25 years of helping friends and neighbors.
Steve's Ace Hardware and Steve's Ace Home and Garden.
Iowa health system is now Unity Point Health. But it's not just a new name, it's a new way to think about providing care. Putting you in the center and surrounding you with coordinated care between your doctor's office, Finley Hospital, and in your home. Our goal is to get you healthy sooner and help you stay that way. Unity Point Health. The point of unity is you.
The baby's not even born, and we're already losing sleep. Daycare, education. Good thing Dubuque gave us a money makeover. Dubuque saved us thousands by consolidating all our loans at a lower rate. Then Dubuque showed us how to fund a 529 savings plan for college without changing our monthly payout. Sure hope this kid inherits my head for money.
The Dubuque Money Makeover.
We walked in expecting a bundle of joy and walked out saving a bundle.
Dubuque Community Credit Union.
So many of you may currently have a great vegetable garden growing, but have you considered adding some of the small fruits available on the market today? Recently, lots of new developments in small fruits have come out. I'm most excited about some of the dwarf varieties of blueberries and raspberries. Let's take a look. This is one of the new dwarf blueberries available on the market today. This little guy only gets 2 to 3 feet in your yard, something that almost everybody has space for. And look at how many blueberries are coming on. You're going to get a ton of yield out of a small little bush. Now keep in mind, with blueberries, you do need to have a pollinator, so be prepared to plant a couple, but a couple of these little guys will fit into most gardens. In order for you to have a bumper crop of these beautiful blueberries in your garden, you're going to want to make sure that your soil is slightly acidic. Blueberries thrive in acidic soil that's well drained. So make sure that you add necessary soil amendments, things like sphagnum peat moss and composted manure at the time of planting, and I would highly recommend using some wood mulch around it. That will help to naturally acidify the soil over time. If you know your soil is not acidic, something you can use to acidify your soil is aluminum sulfate. It's a granule that you apply at the time of planting, and it will long-term acidify your soil. This little cutie is part of the collection called Brazzleberries, and this particular one is raspberry shortcake. And unlike many raspberries, you don't have to worry about having this one near your little kids. There's no thorns to get stung on, and they're going to produce beautiful fruit all summer long in your garden. They only get 2 to 3 feet tall, so you don't have to worry about a lot of space either. Another wonderful berry to add to your garden are blackberries. I love blackberries in the middle of summer when they come in to ripen. There's nothing better for a healthy snack than a blackberry. Why not grow your own? These are wonderful new varieties that are thornless, so you don't have to worry about the kids getting poked. We just talked about that new little dwarf raspberry, and the blackberry also is thornless. Raspberries are another fruit that make a great addition to the landscape. They're beautiful, bright red or black berries that have that wonderful juicy taste. This particular variety is called Boyne raspberry, and what I recommend people do is plant them in a row and then use 2 stakes on either end of the garden, tied with a cable between them. That way, as the raspberries grow, you can position them up along that cable, which makes them so much easier to pick. Growing up, my husband and his brother used to dare each other to eat as many of those green gooseberries as they could fit in their mouths, and that tradition is alive and well in my garden today. Consider adding a gooseberry. When they are initially coming out into fruit, they're rich green and very sour. I would say it tastes like a sour green apple, and as they develop, they get much sweeter. This little guy is called a red lake currant. Currants are small, little, red, sweet fruits, great for making jams and jellies. There is a new plant that I'm pretty excited about that's a cross between a currant and a gooseberry. This one is called a josta berry. And look how big and full it is. This plant is obviously robust, and it must be taking those qualities from the gooseberries, which get quite large. But this little guy here is a new addition to our landscape, and I'm so excited to tell you how they taste once they finally fruit in my yard.
So we've done all of our shopping, and now we're about to go and get our cooking done, right, Brittany?
Yes,
so
we are.
let's go back over the ingredients. What are we making?
Well, we have 5 ears of Fincel's fresh sweet corn, which is the first thing we got. Then we just have a bunch of basil. We'll be using about a half cup, so basically all of that there. Typically I use a red onion, but since we only found white today, the white will be just perfect with our recipe. So we have 1 onion, and we'll use the whole thing and dice it up. And then we just have a simple olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and then salt and pepper. Easy as that. So first we're gonna blanch it, the corn for 3 minutes. Take it out. We're gonna slice the kernels right off the cob, stick that in the bowl, and just basically add the rest of the ingredients, and it'll be good to go.
What is blanching?
Blanching means boiling it in water for a short amount of time. So we're going to only boil it for about 3 minutes. We still want it to have some bite to it and some crunchiness to it when we have it in the salad.
See.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
But you do want to cook it, I mean, could you eat it off the cob without cooking? Could you eat it raw?
Yeah, you can eat it raw, especially when it's this fresh. I know I remember going to my grandpa's farm, and we used to go in his cornfield, and we would just pick them off the stalk and peel them and eat them. So absolutely you can. So, but when you pick corn, there's sugars and there's starches, and when you first pick corn, you have a high amount of sugar, and as it sits and waits, some of those sugars turn to starches. That's why when you get Fincel's corn fresh from market picked that morning or the day before, you're getting a much sweeter flavor than you would at a grocery store. So this is going to be fabulous.
Yeah, oh boy. I mean, the size of these kernels, and they just look amazing.
Yeah, they already look plump and juicy. It already looks cooked.
I'm so excited. I'm always excited about eating your food.
Yeah.
All right.
So, Chrissy, do you know how to get the kernels off of a corn cob?
I do know how to do it. I learned recently.
So are you going to help me out today in the recipe?
I'll totally do it. You want me to do it?
I do.
Oh my God, I'm going to mess it up now. Okay, wait.
Pressure's on.
Pressure's on, but I think I can handle it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to, once the water's to a boil, which it almost is, we're going to put the corn in here for about 3 minutes, blanch it, and then we're going to, I have some tongs that I brought, so you don't need to burn your hands, and we'll just transfer, we'll transfer the corn into this cold water bath, and that'll stop the cooking process. And so then when you're getting the kernels off the corn, your hands hopefully won't be burning. So
I'll make a big deal about it if they are, too.
I know you will. I know you will.
I'm like, oh God, no. Just kidding. Where's the first aid kit? No.
All right, so it's actually about to boil. So, Christy, if you want to put the
I was enjoying my facial, though. See, I'm getting the facial right here. All right, ready?
Corn facials.
So you kind of want to be a little, you know, careful about it, so I don't get a blister with my facial. Right.
Up on you.
I'm the corn girl. That's what's happening here. I get stopped on my way, and I'm stuck here, and I'm doing corn blanching.
And so now what we'll want to do is we'll wait until it kind of comes back up to a boil, and then we'll start that 3 minutes. So when you're cooking at home, that's a good thing. Once you add the ingredients, it's going to kind of cool the water down.
Right.
So we want to wait till it's back up to a boil and then start the 3 minutes.
And then we're going to blanch Dubuque.
Yep.
I always could count on the... No, that's bad. Let's not do that. That would not be a good audition. What does she say? I can always count on the kindness of strangers. So who's going to be, who, am I going to count to, like,
You're going to have to count out loud, actually.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
180?
Yeah, 180 seconds.
Back with the good math.
All right, so we're going to start the 3 minutes right now. So start counting in your head.
2.
And I'm actually going to put you on double duty today. So you've seen me do basil before, so I'm going to actually hand this over to you today, and I'll just remind you how we do this here.
Okay.
So basically we just separated the leaves from the stems right here, and all you do is basically make a pile of them. So I'll just quickly, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It's almost like you're just making a little basil sandwich, which is just lovely and smells nice.
I'm glad you did that because I think I would have launched in there and just started chopping away.
You could. It just might take more time, and this is just a nice, easy way to make sure you get it all coming out the same. I'll get rid of those guys. So basically what we're going to do once it's all stacked is you're just going to put it down on the cutting board, and I will show you in a second. There we go. And all you're going to do is you're going to take it and roll it just like you would roll a cigar. I don't know if you've ever hand rolled cigars before, but you basically just turn it over so it's a nice hard thing. And then you're just going to actually start from here, and you're just going to start slicing it like this, and that's called julienne. So we're just thinly slicing the basil, and once we're done, then we'll just put it in our bowl, wait for the corn.
All right, here it comes. Ready? And we're at about like a minute, I think, right?
For the corn?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm literally counting in my head. How's this? Is this right?
That's good.
Is that not
Once
thin
you,
enough?
Yep, that looks great.
Once you get good at this, you go like, like people
Safety
used to.
first.
People are like, I don't even think I can imagine moving my hand that fast.
You're doing good. Beautiful. Great. So now if you look, you have these nice, beautiful.
I did that!
You did it! That looks great.
Wow, the people at home are going to be so impressed.
They are. So we'll go ahead and actually just put it right on in that bowl. And while we still have about 30 seconds left on the corn, we'll go ahead and actually put, what I did is I just small diced the onion. And like I said, at home, if you have red onion, that makes a really, really beautiful flavor with the yellow, but the white will do the trick as well. So there we go. And we'll go ahead and pour the apple cider vinegar. So with all vinaigrettes, you want an oil and you want some sort of acid. So it could be lemon juice, it could be vinegar, and right now we're doing apple cider vinegar, which is nice and sweet and light and perfect for summer. So I'm just gonna go ahead, it's actually 3 tablespoons. So I'm just gonna do a couple swirls there.
It's actually very good for you. I mean, I've heard people just use it to cure anything.
Yeah, and actually I use it for cleaning vegetables. So when I take my farmer's market produce home, I fill up a big tank of water like this. I'll throw my veggies and I'll throw in about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and that's supposed to help with bacteria and things growing on food. So
right, I mean, just
very,
amazing.
very versatile. Yeah.
Should I go ahead and get these in the cold water there?
Yes, please.
This is an interesting utensil. I mean, I know how it works, but I don't know how it opens, apparently. What happened here?
All right, so we are going to take the corn at this point out of the hot water and into the cold water bath.
All right, here it comes.
Beautiful.
Oops. Did you get some, like, water on your lens there? Maybe the audience saw a little jump from the sweet corn.
3D Co-op Cookery.
It was 3D Co-op Cookery.
Great.
So actually, I was expecting it to sizzle and burn, but actually, it just doesn't.
So we blanched it, and now we've put it in cold water to stop the heating process because we don't want the corn to overcook. We want it to stay nice and crisp and crunchy. So it's actually feeling good already. If you feel it, you can touch it. So that's good. You can handle it.
Right. I can start cutting right away.
Yeah. So basically, the trick to getting the kernels off of the corn is first we're going to just cut off the ends so that it can lay nice and flat on the cutting board, and we're going to stand it up straight.
Brilliant.
And you're just going to hold it with your left hand if you're right-handed, and you're just going to do a nice thin slice down the side. And it comes off in these beautiful little chunks, and those are my favorite when I'm eating the salad. There we go. We're just going to do that for the next 4. Did you want to try?
Sure.
All right.
I mean, I love this Fincel's corn. I don't know much about it. What do you know about it, Brittany?
Well, I know they're located in East Dubuque. I know that they've been doing it for, I think, centuries almost.
They're over in my neck of the woods.
They are, yes. And there's nothing better. I actually brought it up to northern Wisconsin last summer just so people could try it, and they all were raving about Fincel's corn, so I can't wait to bring it back to family this year. Yeah, let's just try it there.
Oh my God.
That's so good.
That's ridiculous.
It really doesn't need anything, but we're just going to spice it up a little bit and try something different. So now what we need to do is just get the corn right in here, and I'm just going to...
I'm going to bring that bowl over?
Yeah, could you? All right, and we're just going to... Whoops. So
Mangiamo.
So we have the oil and the apple cider vinegar in it already. So now we just need to add the seasonings, which is just about a half teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Just want to get a nice even spread there. And then we'll add the salt here. And then we'll just need to stir and it's done. Easy as that. And actually, once red peppers are in season, we could add red pepper to this. With the purple onion would make a really, really beautiful, almost like a rainbow dish, which I like my colors.
Yes, you do.
know that. So we are ready to stir. Do you want to give it a nice stir?
All right.
I'll get our plates.
So it just blends together, and then all of the juices come together, and it gets prettier and prettier with every spin.
Yeah, and just like other salads I've made, this can be made the day before. You need it for a grill out or a cookout. So it's something that can be served cold or at room temperature. So it's really, really versatile, which I love.
There's just so many different types of salads you can make. That's the amazing part to me. I swear I make the same salad every day of the week at my house. It's like every time I leave here I go, okay, this is what we're having today. And it's inspired by something we did here, and I love that.
Good, that's great.
And actually, my husband watches our show, and I'll come home and he'll have your recipe made.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
like, wonder where you got that. We're going to plate and taste this magnificent salad right after this commercial break.
You never know what life will throw at you. Sometimes it's small stuff. Sometimes it can be pretty serious. That's why we created Unity Point Health. We coordinate care between your doctor's office, Finley Hospital, and even in your home. Surrounding you with care to help you get healthy and stay that way.
Hi, Mom. You are so beautiful.
The point of Unity is you. Unity Point Health.
3 teens, 2 dogs, and a live-in mother-in-law. We had growing pains. So I went to Dupaco for a home equity loan. Instead, I got a money makeover. Dupaco refinanced my mortgage, shortened the term, funded my addition, and still saved me $15 grand in interest. With the same monthly out-of-pocket, I'm building college and retirement savings. And my mother-in-law finally thinks I'm smart.
The Dupaco Money Makeover.
I went in over my head and came out thousands ahead.
Dupaco Community Credit Union.
The most popular question we get here at Steve's Ace, who is Steve?
We're not Steve. I'm Jeff.
I'm Kathy.
But we know lawn and garden.
I'm not Steve. I'm Renee, and I know plumbing.
I'm not Steve, but I'm his daughter, and I know flowers. I may not be Steve, but I can make your family's garden dreams come true.
I'm Judy.
And I'm Steve, and we're celebrating 25 years of helping friends and neighbors.
Steve's Ace Hardware and Steve's Ace Home and Garden.
There you are, ma'am.
Yoo-hoo! All right, ready?
Let's give it a taste.
Can we do a cheers with our spoons?
Cheers. We're good at cheers.
You never disappoint. That's a darn
It's got
fact.
a lot of flavor.
It's got so many varieties of flavor.
It does. The end, you taste the basil at the end, and
I love it.
A little bit of spice in there too with the black pepper.
If you would like to get this recipe, it's on our website. Go to co-opcookery.org. Thanks for joining us.
Teeth.
No, do I?
Corn smile.
Thanks for joining us again. Thank you, and see you next time.
The Co-op Cookery is made possible by the Dubuque Food Co-op. Become a member. Buy local. DubuqueFoodCoop.com. Dupaco Community Credit Union. Steve's Ace Home and Garden, Unity Point Health Findlay Hospital, and the Iowa State University Extension and Outreach, Dubuque County.
Since I've been around, I'd like to wander back to the old